almost over. You did it, everyone. You hung in there. And we can look forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe we can get away for the weekend.
Maybe we can. And it would be a great weekend to get away.
Yeah.
Because
why?
It's the 4th of July.
Aha, yes. And of course, in Korea, this is not a holiday, but in America, it's a very big holiday.
Yeah.
What is the 4th of July?
It is when we celebrate our independence from the UK.
That's right.
Of course, we fought a war, and we were no longer English, and we were the United States of America. But nowadays, it's a holiday for hot dogs and hamburgers.
And sales.
And sales. And we always went to the lake.
Did you?
Everybody
was there a
went
lake?
on the lake.
Oh, okay.
Everyone got on a boat. A lot of people got hurt.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's
Really?
it's hot.
What is the nearest lake? Where was the nearest lake to your home, from your hometown?
Oh, we have a lot. So we have Lake Fort Smith, Beaver Lake.
Oh, you do?
DeGray Lake. Like, where we're from, there's a river. And so along the river, there are also lakes.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah, but it's not like Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is huge.
It's like an ocean. You can't see the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's great. Those lakes. Because sometimes the beaches, you get the sand and you get the salty water. But lakes is just so clean and...
Is it?
I don't know.
Depending on the lake,
That's
sometimes I guess they can be clean. Some of them are really gross.
Yes, true.
I would rather go into the ocean than go into a lake.
So July the 4th is for fireworks in America. They always usually have a fireworks show.
Yes.
And there's a lot of, get-togethers and parties. Okay. All right. Today we are talking about a holiday rental, meaning you rent out your family vacation home.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, the sooner you start, the better. Basically, Chuck is deciding whether he should start renting out his family's cabin. They have a cabin, and it's empty a lot of the time. And he's like, well, maybe I can have other people use the cabin when we're not using it.
Yes.
This is very easy to do, right?
Yeah,
These
nowadays
days?
with all the applications
That's
we
right.
have.
That's right. Okay, so that is what our topic is. And it kind of becomes a business.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Put something up for rent or for sale. To put something up for rent or sale.
You're making it available for rent or sale. So they've had this cabin, but now people will be able to rent it.
All right. If you back out of something.
You made an agreement, and now you're saying, no, cancel it.
Oh, yeah.
To back out of something means to say you will do something and then later be like, oh, no, I don't think I want
go
to.
backwards, yeah.
Yeah.
If you iron, I-R-O-N, out something. Now, we're using here as a verb.
Yes. So you can iron out your clothes, which means to make them smooth. But here we're going to be talking about fixing a problem or issue that arises.
Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to our Friday dialogue.
I've been thinking, maybe I should put the family cabin up for rent this summer.
That could be a great idea. Are you sure no one in your family will back out of the plan later?
I already checked. Everyone's agreed. I just need to iron out a few details before listing it.
Once it's ready, you might get a lot of interest.
That's the hope. It's in a beautiful spot in the mountains and hardly anyone uses it.
Then go for it. The sooner you start, the better.
Okay, please join us on page 26 for our Power Dialogue. Holiday rental, the sooner you start, the better. Chuck says, I've been thinking, maybe I should put the family cabin up for rent this summer. Okay, so our first expression is to put something up for rent or up for sale.
Yes.
Okay, so what is to do that?
To make available. And often, if it's a house, you're going to have to put up an advertisement.
Yeah.
Probably go through a real estate agent to be able to make it available to other people.
Right, so you put it, that's the whole idea of putting something up for rent or for sale.
Yes.
You have to put a notice.
Yeah.
somewhere, right?
If no one knows about it, they can't rent it, they can't buy it.
Yeah, that's right. How can you, right? So you can say, for example, not just rent, but for sale. You can put it up for sale on a website.
Yes.
Yeah? Or an app.
Right.
Yeah.
So even not just houses, but any kind of item in your home. You know, you have those resale apps, the secondhand apps.
Yes.
That's whenever you're putting things up for sale as well.
That's right. Okay. That's the idea of putting something up. You're posting it.
Yes.
Okay. And Danielle says, that could be a great idea. Are you sure no one in your family will back out of the plan later? Okay. So our power pattern today is, are you sure blah, 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 blah? What is this asking?
So here, Danielle has a little bit of doubt.
Yeah.
You're saying this. Are you sure? I don't
Are you
trust
sure this is going to happen?
Or I don't trust the process. Yeah, Danielle doesn't have full conviction. She's not fully confident with this.
That's right. So if you say, someone makes a statement, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's not going to happen, right? There is that tone. Now, are you sure no one in your family will back out of the plan later? So the reason why Daniel is saying, are you sure, is because she thinks that, people in Chuck's family will back out of the plan.
Yes.
Okay, so if you back out of a plan or back out of a contract, what are you doing?
Originally, you promised to do something, or maybe you signed a contract saying you will do something, and then later you cancel it. No, I don't want to do it. Here, because it's a family cabin, everyone has to say yes. So when everyone says yes, they start it, and then later someone says, no, I don't like it. That would be them backing out. Think of in Korea, I don't hear about it so much anymore, those kemoim. Like where all of the people get together, they put together money every month. But it always happens. Someone backs out. Because you go in order, right?
Yeah.
So the first person gets whatever, if it's a handbag or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The second person gets there. Then by the third or fourth person, someone's just disappears. And you can't contact them.
Oh, I've heard of these stories. I have.
It doesn't happen every time.
I mean, I have to say, to be honest, it's one of those things, it's built on absolute trust, but there is a chance that someone will back out.
Yeah, there's always that risk of backing out.
Okay, so back out of something basically means that you are just like, okay, you were going to do it, and then you're not going to do it anymore.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then Chuck says, I already checked. Everyone's agreed. I just need to iron out a few details before listing it. Our next expression is iron out. Okay. So usually we say iron out the details.
Yes.
This is most commonly used. So if you are ironing out the details, what are you doing about the details?
You are figuring them out. If they were a problem or they were an issue, you are making it to where they are no longer an issue.
Yes.
And this iron out does come from clothing. That clothes have wrinkles, right?
Yeah.
We also say, there's a wrinkle in our plan.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Right.
So that means there's a small issue or problem in our plan.
Yes.
So you have to iron out the problems in your plan.
It's like we use this comparison with ironing our clothes.
Yeah, you want really flat, crisp shirts.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes they've got all the wrinkles. They don't look good.
And you got to iron it out.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so you iron out the details. Very good. We'll give you more examples in just a bit. What does Daniel say?
Once it's ready, you might get a lot of interest.
Okay, and Chuck says that's the hope. It's in a beautiful spot in the mountains and hardly anyone uses it. So the reason why he wants to rent this out is that it's empty. No one hardly uses it. So what is this word hardly? Hardly.
Hardly is another word for seldomly, rarely, not often. Yeah. So hardly anyone uses it, meaning almost no one uses it.
Yeah. That's why he wants to rent it out. And Danielle says, then go for it. The sooner you start, the better. Hey, You've got a house. Why not? These days, you can't just let it sit there. It can make money.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, let's listen to that dialogue one more time.
I've been thinking, maybe I should put the family cabin up for rent this summer.
That could be a great idea. Are you sure no one in your family will back out of the plan later?
I already checked. Everyone's agreed. I just need to iron out a few details before listing it.
Once it's ready, you might get a lot of interest.
That's the hope. It's in a beautiful spot in the mountains and hardly anyone uses it.
Then go for it. The sooner you start, the better.
Okay, it's time for Power Note. We're on pages 28 and 29. If you put something up for rent or for sale, it means that you are making it available for rent or sale. And usually you are posting about it, you are letting people know. Have you decided what to do with your apartment?
Yes, I've just put it up for sale.
You're selling your apartment. Okay. The car was put up for sale at a local dealership.
Yes.
All right. So you can say, yeah, I'm selling it. But if you've put it up for sale, it feels as if you took the action to get it started.
Yes.
Like you let someone know, or you posted it on the website.
Yes. Yeah, it is. There's an advertisement for it.
Yes.
Here, make sure that you know that for the second one, to put up for sale, it's not put up for sell. It's S-A-L-E.
Yeah, it's a noun.
Yeah, it's not S-E-L-L, the verb. To sell, you can say to sell the house, S-E-L-L, to put it up for sale, S-A-L-E.
That's right.
Honestly, that's something that I think even native speakers sometimes get confused on.
Oh, so instead of saying sale, like
They'll say sell.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, where I'm from, we don't pronounce them differently.
What do you mean?
Both of those words are sell. So,
Really?
when I was growing up, it was very confusing for me as a child who it's sell and sell, not sell and sale.
Oh,
Yeah.
really, Cam? That is super confusing.
I always got it wrong on my spelling tests. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Because it's not, the way you pronounce it is not the way it's spelled.
Exactly.
Okay, so put up for sale and not sale.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. All right. Now, if you back out of something, it means that you agree to something. You are committing to something. And then you decide, no, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay. I thought you and Susan were hosting the dinner party together.
Yeah, I know, but I had to back out at the last minute. Oh.
So you are committed to having this dinner party, making this dinner party. Then if you back out, you are no longer doing that.
Yes.
Okay. He promised to help, but then backed out of it.
You know, sometimes, let's say your friend is like, hey, next week I'm moving. Can you help me move?
Oh, yeah, sure.
And then
Should be no problem.
moving day comes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. I'm like, my stomach is really giving me a hard time.
Yeah. I had some bad fish.
I had some bad fish.
Yeah.
Right. And he's backing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
So sometimes it can be like an excuse, but it can be real life circumstance.
Yeah.
Real life situations.
So you can back out of a contract.
Yeah.
You can back out of a marriage.
Oh my goodness,
Let's
yes you
say
can.
you're proposed and you're engaged to be married.
Yeah.
But then you walk down the aisle and you're like, no, this isn't the person I want to spend my life with.
On the wedding day?
On the wedding day.
Oh no.
Runaway bride.
Oh my goodness.
Runaway groom.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Makes me think of Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
A Runaway Bride. It was a movie. So I think of these sort of dramas or movies where they're going to merge two companies, two big companies, or like an M&A situation to merge and acquire, merger and acquisitions. And then everything is set. You know, they agreed, we'll buy you out for like $20 billion. Okay, that sounds like a great deal, blah, blah, blah. It's all set. And then last minute, the company backs out.
Yeah.
One side backs out. Yeah. And that's how we would typically use this expression in the business world.
Yeah, to back out. Not do it anymore.
Not do it anymore.
Break your promise.
Right. So that's right. You made the promise, you made a commitment, and it's not happening. Okay. Now, to iron out something, iron out means to resolve or to fix a problem or issue. So, like Cameron said, if you have a wrinkle, it means you have a problem. We're not talking about our clothes. So you have to iron it out. Let's look at our first dialogue. We're almost ready to launch the project, but there are still some issues.
We should meet and iron out the final details this week.
Yeah, that's right. So usually in business, it never happens in one try. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
There's always back and forth, right? And so there are issues, there are problems, unexpected problems, and you need to iron them out.
Yeah.
Okay. The team is working hard to iron out the kinks in the plan. Oh, okay. So team is working hard to iron out the kinks. K-I-N-K-S. What are kinks?
Kinks are, this is a fun word. So a kink, I think the physical explanation would be best. You know when you have a water hose?
Yeah.
Like say you have to water plants.
Right.
And you have the hose and it twists.
And it blocks the water?
And it blocks the water.
Okay.
That is called a kink. So if there's a kink in business, it means there's something in your workflow, there's something in the way you do business that is stopping the flow. It's hurting your business and you cannot progress.
Yeah. We can also use this like, I have a kink in my leg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like the blood is like stopped circulating.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's hard to move. It's kind of like all stiff. Okay. So basically to iron out something means to solve the problem. Our power pattern today is, are you sure? Which is basically the reason why you're asking is because you're not sure.
Yeah, you're not super confident.
No. Okay. Are you sure we'll be able to catch our connecting flight?
We only have 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we can.
Are you sure you bought everything you need for the recipe?
Yeah.
I don't see the cilantro.
Where is it? Okay. All right. Our power vocab today is hardly. Please check out the definition on page 30. What should our listeners also do?
Please go to Audio Hakdang, and for a small monthly fee, you can get so much wonderful English language content.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much for studying with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
I've got the power.